Hi there, it's Rich with Technology Screencast, and today I'm going to show you how to set up encryption that works with all of the major cloud storage providers. I really wanted to find a solution for Amazon Cloud Drive specifically, but this will work with all of the different providers. This tutorial is going to be a little bit longer. It's going to start at the beginning and then go through the entire process of setting it up, but I will set up markers in the video so you can skip to the parts that are relevant to your needs. Also be making some assumptions that you have some sort of cloud storage already configured and integrated into your either Finder or Windows Explorer if you're on a Windows machine. So for me, I already use Amazon Cloud Drive and I have everything already configured. So what I did was I did this test using the Google Drive. And so let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and get signed in here to Google Drive. And then once I get signed in here, I'm going to go ahead and download the application for my Mac here. Now again, what I have it set up for is Amazon Cloud Drive for my day-to-day work. So some of the steps I'm going to add to this are going to seem unnecessary. So let's just presume that what I'm doing now is setting up Amazon Cloud Drive. The problem is there's no way for me to go and do a demo version of that, at least not easily. So we'll do this. It's more about the mechanics of how this all works together, and it will all make sense when we get to that step. All right, so the first thing again is to go ahead and get that installed, and then get the integration into Finder or into Windows Explorer. So we're going to go ahead and get Cloud Drive installed. So the next steps will all work with, little problem. All right, and we can just kind of skip through this and say done, and then close out of that. And now we have integration into Finder. So what I'm going to do to start off with is I'm just going to create a folder, and we're just going to call this unencrypted files. And we're just going to leave that like it is for now. Okay. The next thing that we need to do is there's two more steps as far as downloads are concerned. The next one is called ODrive. And what you want to do is you want to sign up for an account on ODrive. And you can just sign in with Google, and that will give me access to my ODrive that I had already set up. All right, and then you just want to download the desktop sync. Now, again, you may not need this if you're set up using a cloud service provider that has synchronization already built in, but Amazon Cloud Drive does not. So I needed a solution for that. So that is why I'm doing this. Also, I'm not sure if all of the cloud service providers allow you to store on a NAS. ODrive does, so you may need it for that reason. Okay, so next step is to get this installed. And once this is installed and configured, we'll go ahead and move to the next step. ODrive's got some really nice features though. It has sort of a kind of a selective sync feature that is like on Dropbox. And I'll show you specifically how that works here. Okay, so ODrive, and I'll just have to go back through this process again to set it up, but it's pretty quick. Okay, and what we're going to do for now is we're just going to go ahead and tell it to sync, including subfolders, my Google Drive. And you'll see there's probably going to be the unencrypted files, which is perfect. Okay, so there's one last step, and that is to go ahead and set up the encryption part, which is a tool I use called Boxcryptor. This is free. With the free version, it only provides you with file level encryption. If you want folder encryption as well, you do have to sign up for a paid account. And also, Boxcryptor only allows a certain number of devices, but it allows 2, and I'll show you what I do. So let me just go ahead and get signed in here. And we'll say sign in because I had already signed up. And we'll say no on that. All right, perfect. And what we want to do is we want to download the application for our operating system. In my case, it's Windows 10. Not Windows 10, I'm sorry. OS 10. I work with Windows a lot too, so. All right. And then the last part here is Boxcryptor. We want to go ahead and get this installed. Now what Boxcryptor does is it creates a separate drive that's really kind of a virtual drive that anything put into specific folders on that drive will get automatically encrypted. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. And what I do is I put this on my mobile device as well. And then I can view the encrypted files on my device. Now, again, you only get 2 connections for free. So one is my desktop, one is my phone. Okay, so we've got that set up. All right, and so now we should just go back to Finder here, and we should see that we have everything nice and neat here. Boxcryptor automatically detected I have Google Drive and added the folders. Now, it doesn't automatically encrypt everything, which is nice. It gives you the option to encrypt or not encrypt. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start by creating a new folder. And it's going to ask you if you want to encrypt the folder, and we'll say yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this encrypted files. Okay, so now anything, and if you see the little green dot here, I'm not sure what it looks like in Windows, it's probably very similar, but that will show you anything put into this folder will now become encrypted. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick test to show you how this works. I'm going to create 2 files. We'll say this is encrypted, and we'll say file save. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this in the encrypted folder. And I'll show you how this works from there. So we go to Boxcryptor, Google Drive, encrypted files, and then we save. Okay. And so if you go into the encrypted files, it looks normal. You can open it and everything is great. And then let's just for test purposes, we're going to create one more document. And we'll say this is unencrypted. Okay. And we'll save that as well. And then we're going to put this in unencrypted files, and we'll just say unencrypted. And save. Okay. So now we should have one that says unencrypted, and we just make sure. Okay, perfect. And then we have encrypted and unencrypted. So that's basically it. But what we want to do is there's a couple more things I want to show you. Number one, if we go into Google Drive, so it didn't automatically synchronize. So let's just synchronize, and we're going to tell it to include subfolders. And then we'll get my encrypted files once this is finished. And you can see I can't open this document because it's encrypted. So that's nice. Then if I go to unencrypted files, oh, I have to actually synchronize this, don't I? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now that is unencrypted. The other one is encrypted. And we can go over to Drive. I have Google Drive already set up here. We go to encrypted files. And as you can see, I can't view the file because it's encrypted. Okay, well, that should do it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you have any feedback about the video or have any questions about upcoming videos you'd like to see, please leave those as well. Subscribe to my channel, and also please like the video. Have a good one.